Hey, good morning. I want to address something that really needs to happen in America, and that is term limits on both houses. So we can't leave it up to Congress to enact the law to limit their powers. So what we need to do is we need to put it on the ballot so that the American people vote for this. So I'm not sure how to do it. Whether we have to wait and do it on the next big federal election or congressional election or Senate election, I'm really not sure. Well, I'm sure there's brighter minds out there that can help put this thought process together, but we can't leave it for the senators and congressmen to decide and vote on eliminating or terminating their positions after 2 terms. So, in my opinion, I think both terms should probably be anywhere from 6 to 12 years, period. That's enough. And they don't need to be in there for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. That's ridiculous. And so we need term limits in the House. We have term limits on the President of the United States, the most powerful office in our country. And so we need those term limits, and we need them in the worst way. We see nothing but these rhino Republicans and feckless Democrats time and time again stop progress for their own personal gain. That has to stop. And we need to have a vote in America, by Americans only, for term limits. It has to happen. So I hope that you'll join me in helping me try to get something put together so we can get a ballot going, or an initiative going to get a ballot, and where all of us in all 50 states will vote on term limits for both the House and the Senate. So I hope you guys see the justice in doing so. Power corrupts, and absolute power absolutely corrupts. And when these guys get into office, they become multi-millionaires, within the first 3 to 4 years. And there's something inherently wrong and criminal going on. We all know it, but yet, we've turned a blind eye to it. Everybody keeps talking about justice and the law, and criminals. How many? I'll have to find it. There's a link to how many congressmen and senators have been arrested for domestic violence, arrested for drunk driving. The criminals that we have representing us, in Congress and the Senate, it's wrong. So we need to have a standard on there, just like I believe the military has, conduct unbecoming. And conduct unbecoming should be domestic violence. If you're a wife beater, I don't care if this is your first year or your second year in, if you're convicted of domestic violence, then it's incumbent upon your state to remove you and replace you. We should not be rewarding people that beat their wives or their girlfriends or their children. We can get rid of people that commit pedophilia rather quickly. So you can't tell me we can't get rid of people for domestic violence. And me having grown up in a domestic violent home, an incredibly violent home, I'm telling you, the lasting effects that has on children is incredible. And so there's no excuse for that, and especially when you're representing a state. And you're out speaking to foreign countries, and you're out trying to tout that we're better than everybody else, and this and that, and try to take the religious moral ground. Well, if our house is dirty, our members are dirty, how is anybody else going to look at us who's trying to clean up their own house? Going to look to us favorably? They're not going to. So we need to step it up and limit the terms and have a means in which to get rid of them. That's not necessarily through the election ballot, or maybe once they're charged with conduct unbecoming by a jury of their peers, then they can take a vote, because a vote, to sanction somebody really doesn't mean, pardon my language, really doesn't mean shit. It doesn't. They still have all the perks and advantages. And something else that has to stop is once these guys get out of office, they continue to they continue to receive perks and advantages. That has to stop. For some folks, they continue to receive security briefings. That needs to stop after 5 years. It should not be lifelong. That just needs to go away. Or perhaps 3 years. I think it needs to stop after 3 years. These people no longer have any influence over what goes on in our government. They don't have any power that way. So why continue to give them an intelligence briefing? They could use that against us. They could sell that information. So you can't tell me it doesn't happen, because it does. So anyway, that's my little rant on term limits in the House and the Senate. It's got to take place. And we need to make it happen. So get rid of these established vile human beings that continue to do nothing but enrich themselves. So anyway, that's all I have for you on that one. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great morning. So far mine is great, and I hope yours continues to be. And see you on the next video. Thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. See ya.